So when I first learned how to play, one thing I always wanted to do was use the entire fretboard when I was playing lead lines. And when you're first learning, you learn the first scale you learn is the minor pentatonic. So we're going to launch off from there because I think it's a good idea to kind of explore on your own and have somebody to show you exactly how to do it. When you can find these things on your own, one, you learn them better, and two, the journey is a lot more fun when you kind of discover this stuff. And that's what I did over the years. I just kind of discovered it because somebody would tell me something, I'd do it, and play it, whatever. I got some feedback there. So we'll start out with the minor pentatonic. We're going to do E minor pentatonic, which is also a G major. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, so the first thing I learned how to play is that minor pentatonic. So we're going to start 12th fret, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. Do it again without me talking. So that's the first position that you kind of learn how to play with. Now we know, or maybe you don't know, maybe you know that the 12th fret is the same as open. So now we can move it up here, and if 12 is open, 3, there's that E. So now we've got two places on the guitar that we can kind of solo on. And you can bounce between the two, which is what I did for a lot of times. Oh, where did I go there? So there's the next position. The next pentatonic position that is a good one to learn is that one right above the normal one, or the most common one. So that's 10, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12. So now I've got a little bit more of the fretboard to work with. Now let's move to another position. So if you take that and you move it down a set of strings, this note right here, or this note right here, is an E. It's the same as this one. So relative to that, you get to the B string, it gets a little weird. So now we've got even more of the fretboard to work with. Oops. Now we've got even more. So here's the cool thing about E minor pentatonic. It's that it actually shows up Aeolian or G major. So E minor and G major, same notes are in that. So if you know your G major scale here, now it's going to sound a little wonky with E minor, so maybe That note doesn't really sound good, so so we're going to take that note out and just use that one. Oops. We're also going to take out that C, G major scale. So now you got a lot more real estate on the fretboard to work with. And one last thing I kind of tell you, kind of a cheat, something like that, for this is know your octaves. So with the E's, top fret E, down 2 strings over 2 frets. So if we play this, it's the same thing as this. It's the same thing as this. So now you could do a kind of and those octaves play out all over the fretboard. So if you know a note, we know that one works. For this one, you go up 2 strings and 3 frets. There you got a note. You know it's going to work because it's the octave of the one right there. So that's a quick way to kind of meander around the fretboard and kind of explore. And it's not really that quick way. That's a way to do it. And with a little bit of thought and intentionality and kind of, oh, this should work, it opens up the guitar to you. And it opens up the journey to you. You just didn't read it somewhere, which is nice to do, and it's a quick way of doing it. But when you can kind of explore these things on your own, when you have the time to do it, it really fulfills your enjoyment. It really fulfills your enjoyment of the instrument when you can kind of find these things on your own. So hope this video was helpful to you. If you got this far and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, and maybe hit that like button if you found it useful. Take care, and we'll see you around. And I'll always make mistakes.